To add pleats to your front pants pattern, begin by tracing off your entire sloper. Then mark off where you'd like your pleats to land at the waistline. These usually look best if they're evenly spaced. We're going to add 2 pleats to this pants front. Draw straight lines from your design marks down to the hemline. Cut out your sloper and slash along these lines, stopping just shy of the hemline. Open out your pattern the desired amount of your pleat intake, then tape it into place. Mark your pleats by drawing short vertical lines that are perpendicular to the waistline. The width of these lines should correspond to the amount that you slashed and spread. Then, halfway in between, draw a short dotted line to mark where the pleat will fold. Finally, determine which directions you'd like your pleats to fold and draw arrows to indicate this. We find it is most flattering for pleats to point away from the center front and towards the side seam. Fold up your pleats, and then draw on seam allowance and cut away the excess paper to determine the correct shape for your pleats along the waistline. And here is your completed pattern. Adding pleats to a pants front that already has a dart follows very similar principles. Trace around your entire sloper, but also mark the dart legs. Then measure the amount of the dart intake. Draw on your design line for your second pleat, spacing it evenly across the front of the pants. Then slash and open this design line the same amount as the dart intake. When it comes time to sew your pattern, you will simply pleat that first dart closed and then create the second pleat exactly as you did in the previous example. Next, let's create a back pants yoke. For this example, we're going to do a jeans styled back yoke. Begin by tracing off your entire sloper and include any darts. Then draw in your desired yoke style line. A jeans yoke is often shorter at the side seam and longer at the center back. Add a notch at the center of your design line, then cut out your pattern and slash along the line. Close the darts in your yoke by slashing along the lines closest to center back, lapping your darts and taping them shut. You'll notice we still have some dart value left below the yoke line. To eliminate this fullness, rather than stitching darts, we're going to measure the width of the dart and then shave that same amount off the seam closest to the dart. This one is about 1/8 of an inch wide, so we're going to shave off 1/8 of an inch at the center back, tapering it very smoothly down to the crotch curve. The second dart is just over 1/8 of an inch wide, so again I'm going to measure that distance off here at the side seam and very, very smoothly shave this amount off of the pants. Trim away the excess paper and then erase your original darts. Smooth out your yoke seam line and then add seam allowance to both the pants and the yoke to complete your pattern. If you wish to add a yoke to a pants sloper without darts, such as the American Girl back pants sloper or many of the front pants slopers we provide, simply trace around your entire sloper, draw on your desired yoke style line, slash apart, and add seam allowances. Adding a fly to your pants pattern is very easy. Trace off your entire sloper, and then draw in the fly shape you would like along the center front edge. I'm going to make my fly about 3/8 of an inch wide, and then I'm going to curve it down near the bottom. Then add seam allowance to your pattern and cut it out. When it comes time to sew with your pattern, cut out 2 identical pieces, each with the fly extension. On one side, the extension will remain as it is, to be an underlap. On the other side, however, fold back the fly along the center front line and top stitch.